I'm Greg Ruff, and joining me is Trevecca Athletic Director Mark Elliott. And Mark, what is this? I always forget. 4 or 5 years? 5 years?
Yeah.
You're not helping me
It
out
happens fast. Yes, it is. It's 5 years.
5 years.
This is the fifth.
Fifth year, and we're. I go through these things. I know you do too, through old emails and through talking to people. And here we are. We are in the second full year of NCAA Division II, and the excitement that surrounds what's happening right now this week with the Trevecca volleyball program is what it was really the hopes and dreams and the excitement of them going to the regional.
Exactly. This is what softball experienced last year. This is what Alexa Rippey experienced last year. This is what Caroline Hampton experienced this year. This is the culmination of what you compete for, it's what you come to Division II program in order to do, and that is to make the NCAA tournament. I think sometimes it's a lot harder to win the conference because it has the longevity of what you do throughout the entire year, and yet you go to the conference tournament winning it, and you go to the NCAA tournament. And so it's what everybody tries to do. It's what we've all learned from March Madness and the men's basketball tournament in the NCAA Division I. This is what it's all patterned after, and this is the grand poobah of what you try to do when you come to play sports here.
You've played sports, you've coached sports, and you know that so many times there is a team that you play them earlier in the year and you know, man, they're going to be really hard. It's a good thing we played them now. Our volleyball team was that team. You wanted to play them early because by the end of the year it was clear that if they weren't the best team in the conference, they were really close. And then they proved it in the tournament. They were the best team.
To beat the number 2 Alderson Broaddus team 3-0, then to turn around the next day and to beat the number 1 seeded Cedarville team 3-0, and essentially what was almost a home game for them, just showed what this team was all about, showed how well they could play, how well they had progressed, how well Jamie got them to buy into the culture, and for them to assimilate that culture and make it their own. I'm really proud of that team because that's a fun team to watch. It's a fun team to cheer for. It's an easy team to cheer for. And I'm just really proud of the way they represented Trevecca athletics.
I talked to Jamie a little bit ago, and people are going to watch that on YouTube and watch it here at halftime. And she talked about what they're doing to prepare. They didn't just win the conference tournament and get the bid. They've worked hard now to get ready to go. Not just, hey, here's where we're going to practice. They brought in Coach Schmaltz. They've brought in all these different people. They bring in different people to talk about the experience and try to get the team ready. I just think that is so smart.
To draw on these experiences is very important, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why. Been involved with a lot of NCAA tournaments, and the teams that are just happy to get there, the teams that have said, we won our conference tournament, that was our ultimate goal, and they go and they just sort of show up. They don't participate as well. They don't play as well. And the teams that are the ones that get out there and say, we've got something left to prove. We really want to see where we are. We want to get better. And they continue to have that hunger to go further. Those are the teams that do better.
Absolutely. We're getting into December. It's when things kind of slow down just for a little bit, and then we get into it in January. We get back in with basketball going full force in the conference, and right around the corner is softball and golf, and track is running a little bit earlier this year. So we get a little bit of a break just to kind of vision. What have you taken out of the fall, and what are you looking forward to in the spring?
Well, the fall, we competed well. I think our soccer teams probably lost some unbelievable matches, close, maybe even games that we maybe I won't say dominated, but certainly controlled and didn't get a win. And so we were disappointed with the not the men, not the ladies, but we were disappointed ultimately with the results and the finish. And that will just fuel the fire for next year.
Yeah.
Honestly, volleyball and cross country, they did well, and we're very, very, very pleased with them. The beginning of basketball has not been what we wanted, but I have a feeling that when we get into conference play, we'll be very, very competitive, and I look forward to that. Moving on to the spring, we should be the better teams, and we have proven to be the better teams in golf and softball and baseball. And so I'm looking forward to that. An interesting other sidelight, however, is the NCAA convention. Which happens in January, and that's something that we go to. We also have a regional rules seminar that a lot of our people, not just athletic department people, go to, and this is the sort of the back room things that go on that maybe a lot of people don't know. Yes, we win and we lose, and we play games, and we have game environments and whatnot, but really the crux of what we do is still we're a part of the NCAA, and we have to be a part of that. And so the convention is a big part of what new legislation gets passed. And so we're gearing up for that. Larry Knight, our student athlete advisory committee, has been a part of legislation and voting, how we would vote on certain issues. We've given them that task, and so we'll be going and casting our votes in January on the NCAA convention.
And that's something you do talk to athletes, coaches, people outside. You get some opinion on that and what is best for Trevecca, what's best for the conference, don't you?
We are mandated actually to ask our student athlete advisory committee to give their opinion on all of the legislation that's being put forth. And in fact, the NCAA has now passed a rule that it's not just athletic administrators and presidents that get to vote on legislation. Student athletes actually get to vote. So their votes are counted, and they're a part of the legislative process.
He's Mark Elliott. He's our athletic director here at Trevecca. You can find out more about Trevecca Athletics at tnutrojans.com. You can find us right here on YouTube and also with our live broadcast. We thank you for watching.